Hey there, it's me, Lissy, and it is Saturday night. And I am getting ready to go out for the evening. I still have the tail end of this cough, which is driving me crazy. But anyway, so what have I been up to? I went out last night. A friend of mine so let me back up. There was this restaurant in Boston called Hammersley's. It was one of my very favorite restaurants. It was in my neighborhood. It was like my kitchen away from home. I was there probably at least once a week. And over the years, I became friendly with Mark, who was the bartender there. Because my friend Alicia and I, we usually would belly up to the bar and have dinner. So anyway, occasionally we'll go out and do things. Well, Hammersley's, after 27 years, closed at the end of October, which was a huge bummer because it was just it was a Boston institution. And Gordon Hammersley, who was the owner and chef of the restaurant, he was in the restaurant all the time. He wasn't one of those chefs that left it to other people. He was always in his own kitchen, and I appreciated that about him. So anyway, so I went out with Mark last night. He's looking for a new job. I mean, he's not in a huge rush. I think he's kind of happy to not be working for a short while. But one of the places he is interested in working is the Bristol Lounge, which is at the Four Seasons here in Boston. So he wanted to go check it out. So anyway, we had a good time. That was really fun. Today I went to the gym. I did like a little more last minute Christmas shopping. I don't do a ton of Christmas shopping. Most of my family, we don't really exchange gifts anymore. We decided it was just more, we'd rather the Christmas holiday be about the holiday and the family and just spending time together and less about scurrying around finding gifts. But having said that, I have one good friend I exchange gifts with, and my sister and my brother-in-law and I, we always exchange gifts. So I did that today. And the other thing that has been sucking my time, and I know I am late to the bandwagon on this. I literally just heard of it a few days ago. You probably have all heard of it, but there's this podcast called Serial. It is fascinating. So basically, there's this woman. She was a reporter, is a reporter, not a crime reporter, but somehow got interested in this case of this young kid. He was a high school kid who supposedly killed his girlfriend and was convicted of killing his girlfriend. But apparently there can be an argument that he didn't do it, that, the evidence at trial wasn't as conclusive as one might think it should have been. So anyway, there's this whole series of podcasts like about what this woman, she talks to the guy, the guy that was convicted. She talks to all the people that were involved. And it was all a bunch of kids. I mean, it was high school kids. It's really interesting. So anyway, I went to the gym this morning. It was kind of good because it made me stay at the gym a little longer because I just sat, I was on the elliptical, I was on the bike, all while I was listening to the podcast. All my running around town today, like running, not really, but walking around, earphones in, listening to the podcast, it's fascinating. So if you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend checking it out. Apparently, the podcast in reality has now come to its end, the last episode. So I'm not there yet. But anyway, hopefully, maybe she'll do another, story about something else. But it's very interesting. Tonight, I'm going out with a friend of mine who, I haven't seen in years, and it's really a crying shame because we live in the same city. We were friends for a long time. We had lots of mutual friends, and I don't know, I guess you just drift, and we did. And then randomly, a friend of a friend ran into her a couple months ago. I had literally just missed her. So I sent her an email, and I said, oh, I heard I just missed you, so sorry, blah, 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 yada, yada. And we emailed back and forth, but she emailed me this week and said, hey, you want to get together? So I am going over to her place for a drink, and then we're going out to dinner in the North End, which is Boston's, I guess you'd call it Boston's Little Italy. Lots of Italian restaurants. We're going to try to go, there's a restaurant called Preza, which is not your traditional kind of like Italian-American red sauce restaurant. It's a different kind of Italian restaurant, and a lot of the restaurants in the North End are, really just dinner. It's not like a full bar, dessert, full. I don't want to say full service restaurant because they are full service restaurants, but this is they take reservations. They have a beautiful big bar. They have a pastry chef, so you can have dessert after. So anyway, so it's nice. So I guess I will show you what I'm wearing for the evening. Yeah. Okay, let me get up. So, I am wearing, these are some leather leggings. And they are, I think they're by Theory. And I got them, I think last year or the year before, like on sale. And I love them. I used to have a pair of Alice and Olivia ones that zipped up, and I didn't like them. Like, I felt like the zipper was not comfortable. These are just pull-on leather leggings. And then this is a really cozy, it's freezing, bloody cold here in Boston today. So this is like a cozy cowl neck cashmere sweater by a line called Inhabit. And let's see. Oh, the shoes. The shoes are very important. These Charlotte Olympia booties, like Do You Die? Look at, it's a little heart, like the platform. Let's see if I can show you better. See? Cutest thing ever. They're very high, but as I'm going to the North End, I'll be taking an Uber, so I won't have to walk. And I'll just have to do a little walk from my friend's place to the restaurant. But they're not actually uncomfortable. As long as I don't have to be on the bricks or the cobblestones, I should be okay. And then this is an Alexis Bittar necklace that was a gift from a friend of mine a few years ago for, I don't know, either Christmas or my birthday. And then this is the Hermés My Collar de Chine bracelet. And then, again, these little, I don't know where I got these. I mean, I think I got them on Gilt, but I don't know who makes them. And my trick, so I don't forget things, but since I'm going to someone's house tonight, how cute is this? I'm going to bring her a bottle of champagne. No champagne, no gain. I love it. So anyway, I hope you're having a great weekend and have had a happy Saturday, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.